Okay, hi. My name is Terri Katzenmeyer. I'm 53. Well, I'll be 53 this year. About a year ago, I was just surfing the internet, and there was an invitation to a seminar on uh, thyroid health and emotional well-being, and I thought that my daughter and I should go. So I invited her, and we went, and we ended up at Dr. Mack's office and met her for the first time. And she gave a talk, and really related to her and her experiences. And really, I felt hopeful. She made me feel hopeful just listening to her talk. And I thought, this is something I think I want to try. So my daughter and I came back to her office and had the initial consultation. And when she did the test, I knew it was going to be bad just because of the way I felt. Um, but it truly was. Basically, at that time, my body was shutting down. I was, as she'll say, in the parasympathetic system was on overdrive, I guess, the fight or flight. I was in that state constantly. Had been in the hospital with heart troubles, in and out, had a heart cath, which was frightening. It just seemed surreal that I had to have that at my age. With just having heart flutters, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, or if I did eat, it made me sick. Just so much anxiety, sick all the time. I got sick all the time. My autoimmune system, they said, was bad. So I got infections and just skin problems. Just basically, I was shutting down. And so when Dr. Mack did the test and told me, I was not surprised. I was amazed that she could measure that and see that. And so I knew I had to start. I've tried so many medications for psychiatric, for my nerves, for sleep, for pain, everything. I also have severe neck problems. I've had most of my neck fused and was always in so much pain, always hurting myself, weak, back problems. At T12, I swore I had blown a disc, and they did x-rays, but it wasn't blown. It's very inflamed, and I had a lot of pain there, but I could take anti-inflammatories all the time. It would help for a little bit, but then it would come right back. So started in this treatment, and didn't really realize what was happening. I would go in, and she was really sweet and would talk and ask how I am, and I'd lay on the table, and she'd do her thing, and not really realizing anything was happening. It's not like, here, take a pill or do this exercise or something. And probably within a month, she'd ask me how I'm doing, and I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But people at work started noticing that I seemed different. They seemed happier. I did notice I was a little stronger. I had a little more tolerance to things. I wasn't so achy. Oh, also I had fibromyalgia, so the constant pain in my joints and that. And then all of a sudden I just realized, I'm not really feeling that anymore, that pain, and I am a little stronger. I don't know, just really still not quite sure what was happening. And then continued, and then this was probably about 6 months in, I had my granddaughter, and she had, we were in the pool, and she went to jump in while I wasn't looking, and so instead of catching her, she landed basically on my head and kind of really jolted my head, and immediately felt this horrific pain in my neck, started feeling numbness, felt nauseous, and I just thought, oh dear God, I'm gonna end up paralyzed. This stuff keeps happening to me. But it hurt, and I just kind of was stretching it out a little bit, and got in the pool and was just kind of swimming and just kind of stretching and taking it easy, and it started to ease up a little bit. I went to bed that night. I did take some naproxen, thinking, well, okay, I got to do something. Went to bed, and actually did sleep, wasn't that uncomfortable, thinking the next day I'm going to wake up and it's going to be just excruciating. I'm going to have to call my doctor again and get in and have my neck re-examined and maybe more surgery. I don't know. The next day came and I had to work also. Got up, wasn't feeling bad, went to work. Was having a little discomfort, but nothing major. Was still lifting and carrying things and doing everything I do, and just waiting for this horrific pain or problems. And it just never happened. The days went by and it did not debilitate me at all. I kept working, functioning, felt great. It was amazing. And I didn't even realize that until I had gone to Dr. Mack and told her what had happened. And she pointed out that if that had happened before, I probably would have been in the see my doctor. I would have been hurt very badly. But for some reason, I don't know if it's I'm more aware or my body is just handling things differently. I was fine. I was perfectly fine. And as a matter of fact, I have had no neck pain. I've moved twice, lifting, carrying. I carry my granddaughter. I'm stronger than ever. I just, the neck pain is gone. And actually at T12, I don't have that pain anymore either. That is gone. Not sure how, but it is. I don't have the fibromyalgia. I don't have the constant aches and pains. Still have a little trouble sleeping here and there, but I think that's just always been me, but it's not like it was. I do sleep. I just feel so much more resilient. I'm on very little to no medication now. I don't take anything for psychiatric care. I'm not even in it anymore. I see a therapist on my own to talk about some things, but I don't take any of those drugs. I don't want to take them. I feel like now all that does is mask things and doesn't let you feel. But now with what Dr. Mack is doing, I actually feel, as she says, I'm more aware. My body's more aware. My mind is more aware. I just tolerate things so much better. And I even had COVID, actually. I did end up getting COVID in December, beginning of December. And it has wreaked a little havoc on me. I'm still very tired, still kind of trying to bounce back from that. But Dr. Mack also pointed out that if I had contracted that disease when I was at the state where I first met her, quite possibly I would have been that. I'm sure I would have been that person in the emergency room and in the ICU, and possibly maybe not even here today. I think it could have taken me. But I feel I'm a better person. I'm a different person. I think people try to mask what's happening. Doctors, they give you medicines to take care of things because that's all they know. But what Dr. Mack is doing is actually helping the body heal as a whole without all without the medications, without any of that. Just I'm really not even quite sure still. It's a miracle, really. I'm not sure how it works, but I know it works. And I tell everybody, if I could, I'd put my entire family with Dr. Mack. I would have them all in there if I could, if I could do that for them. But and also, I mean, it is somewhat expensive, but not really. When you think of how much money I was spending on medications, doctor visits, surgeries, procedures. Oh my word, I had medical bills that I couldn't even, you can't even imagine. And last year, since I've been going to Dr. Mack, I went one time after I had the COVID to get some blood work done because I wanted to make sure that my kidneys and everything were okay post-COVID, which they are. There was nothing wrong. My vitamin D is a little low, but whose isn't? It's Indiana and there's no sunshine. So we're all kind of needing the vitamin D right now, but so what? Like I take some vitamin, and I also started some multivitamins through Dr. Mack that I think are amazing. It's just everything. I'm feeling better, and I don't need the doctors. I mean, I'm not saying you don't need a doctor occasionally, but it's nice to not have to be running there all the time for every little thing. My body just handles it, heals itself, and we go on. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Mack, and I don't want to get emotional, but she is an angel to me. And I am so thankful to her, and I wish I could do something so wonderful for her. But if you have the chance to meet this amazing woman and let her touch your life and help you, it will be the best thing you can do for yourself.